engine is already running, low, even. A sound that belongs to the water as much as the ferry itself. Lights along the deck glow softly, reflections stretching and breaking across the dark surface below. Nothing on the river moves quickly. Everything agrees to slow down. The ferry releases from the dock without effort. Wood slides away. Ropes loosen. The shore stays where it is, already fading into shadow. Water opens ahead, wide, uninterrupted. Its surface calm enough to hold the light, restless enough to let it go. Inside, the cabin feels contained. Warm air, quiet seats, windows framing the night without asking for attention. A few passengers sit scattered along the sides, coats folded, hands resting, eyes unfocused or closed. No one speaks. There is no reason to. The rhythm settles immediately. Engine, water, engine, water. Each wave forms gently at the bow, slides along the hull, then disappears behind without a sound. The far bank appears only as a darker line. Trees standing close together, their shapes soft, their details unnecessary. A navigation light passes on the left, green, then gone. The ferry does not respond. The cabin lights remain unchanged. They do not brighten for the river. They do not dim for the night. They simply stay. One passenger shifts slightly, finding a steadier position. The movement barely registers. The ferry adjusts its motion to match. Outside, the river widens. Reflections stretch thinner. Lights lose their shape more quickly now, breaking apart before they can settle. The air smells faintly of water and metal, clean, unforced. A smell that belongs only to crossings like this. A soft hum travels through the floor. Not vibration, not noise, just presence. Time loosens here. Minutes do not stack. They slide, one into the next, without edges. The ferry continues its path. Not fast, not slow, exactly enough. A distant bridge appears ahead, lights hanging in a quiet line, their reflections trembling on the surface below. As the ferry passes beneath, the sound changes briefly. Echoes soften, then release. On the other side, the river feels darker, deeper, less willing to reflect anything at all. Inside, the cabin remains calm, seats unchanged, breathing slow, everything held gently in place. The shore on the far side begins to form, not close yet, just possible. A dock light flickers once, then steadies, waiting without urgency. The ferry eases its speed, not stopping, just preparing. Water smooths around the hull. The sound thins. The motion becomes almost still. No one stands yet. The pause is shared, unspoken, comfortable. The ferry drifts closer. Wood returns. Edges sharpen slightly. Distance gives way. And as the crossing completes itself quietly, without announcement or conclusion, the ferry carries its calm all the way to shore, allowing the night to remain intact, right up until the moment it is no longer needed. slows until the water barely parts at the bow. Movement becomes suggestion rather than action. The engine lowers its voice, listening to the river before deciding what comes next. The dock grows clearer. Wooden posts standing patient, ropes waiting in loose curves. Nothing reaches out yet. Inside the cabin, the air feels unchanged, warm, still, as if the crossing has not quite finished deciding whether it is over. A passenger opens their eyes briefly, looks toward the window, then lets the view pass without taking it in. Outside, the river releases the ferry gently. Small ripples touch the hull, then fall back into place, as if smoothing away evidence of travel. The deck lights reflect more steadily now, lines no longer breaking apart. The water closer, more cooperative. A faint creak comes from the dock, wood answering water. The sound carries softly, then rests. The ferry drifts the final distance, not guided by urgency, only by familiarity. This approach has happened before. It knows how to end. A handrail cools beneath resting fingers, metal steady, unchanged by motion. The engine idles, present but no longer leading, its work nearly complete. No one stands yet. Coats remain folded. Bags stay where they were placed. The pause holds. Outside, a bird stirs somewhere near the trees. Not calling, just shifting position. Feathers adjusting to the hour. Light touches the edge of the dock differently now. Not brighter, just clearer. The night thinning without leaving. A rope lifts, finds its place, settles with a soft final sound. The ferry rests against the dock at last. No bump, only contact. Water stilled between hull and wood. Inside, the cabin remains quiet, breathing slow, eyes still. The moment allowed to finish fully. Then one person stands, not as a signal, just because it feels like the right time. Others follow gradually. No rush, no line forming. Movement returning carefully. The river continues past the dock, unchanged, already forgetting the crossing. And as the ferry completes its quiet arrival, the calm it carried does not disappear. It lingers on the deck, in the cabin, in the space between steps, allowing the night to release its hold slowly, without needing to say goodbye. Footsteps sound different on the dock, less hollow, more certain. Wood answering weight instead of water. The ferry stays still now, not held, not moving, simply resting where it belongs for this moment. A rope tightens once more, then nothing pulls against it. The river slides past without noticing. Inside the cabin, warmth begins to loosen. Air shifts as the doors open. Cool morning brushes the floor, then settles. No announcements are made. None are needed. The crossing has already explained itself. A passenger pauses at the doorway, not looking back, just standing between places for a breath longer than required. Beyond the dock, a narrow path leads upward, gravel dark with moisture, grass pressed flat by night, everything waiting quietly. The trees along the bank are clearer now, individual branches visible, leaves holding small drops of water that catch the light, then let it go. The ferry lights remain on. They do not switch off yet. They keep watch over a crossing that has finished, but not forgotten itself. Inside, the seats are empty again, their shape unchanged, their purpose complete. The engine idles briefly, then falls silent. The absence of sound feels deliberate, earned. Water fills the space it leaves, soft, continuous, unconcerned. A bird crosses the river low, wings steady. No call, just movement carried forward. The dock creaks once under shifting weight, then stillness returns, a deeper kind than before. Light spreads along the river now, not reaching far, just enough to thin the dark. The ferry remains, quiet, contained, a small island of calm tied gently to the shore. And as the morning continues its slow approach, the crossing dissolves into memory, leaving behind only water, wood, and the feeling that something moved carefully through the night and came to rest without ever needing to be noticed. The dock settles into its own silence, not the kind left behind, but the kind that belongs here naturally. Moisture clings to the planks, dark patches slowly shrinking as the air warms, edges pulling back without hurry. The river sounds different now, less hollow, more present. Water meeting the shore in small, steady gestures. The ferry lights dim slightly, not switching off, just easing, as if they understand their work is nearly done. A door closes somewhere on deck, soft, final. The sound folds neatly into the morning. Across the river, the far bank becomes clearer. Rocks at the waterline, roots exposed where soil has given way. Details returning one by one. A faint breeze moves through the trees. Leaves answer quietly, then hold still again. The ferry remains empty, seats aligned, windows clear. Nothing left behind except warmth that is already fading. A rope shifts against its knot, fibers adjusting, finding a comfortable tension, then resting. The engine space cools, metal releasing the night, returning to neutral. Light reaches the river's surface more competently now. Reflections no longer stretch. They rest where they land. The water keeps moving, always will, unaware of crossings, unaware of pauses. The dock feels lighter, as if it has been given something back. Somewhere upstream, a second ferry prepares. A distant sound, barely there. The river accepts it without comment. The night steps fully aside, not leaving, just changing shape. And the place where the ferry arrived remains exactly as it should be. Quiet, complete, and ready to hold the next gentle crossing when the hour returns. The light reaches the water fully now. Not bright, just honest. Enough to reveal what was always there. The river keeps its steady course, unchanged by arrivals, unaffected by pauses. It moves on, carrying the last traces of night with it. The ferry rests without sound, lines secure, deck still, its work finished for this crossing. The dock holds the moment quietly, wood warmed slightly by the new air, moisture lifting, leaving no mark behind. Birdsong appears once, tentative, then waits, as if checking whether it belongs yet. Across the bank, shadows shorten, edges soften. The landscape begins to recognize itself again. Nothing rushes, nothing announces a beginning. The morning does not arrive all at once. The ferry lights switch off at last, one by one, without ceremony. The glow leaves gently, as if careful not to disturb what remains. Water fills the absence easily, sound returning to its natural place. The crossing no longer feels recent. It has already settled into memory, smooth and unremarkable, exactly the way it was meant to. The river continues, the dock stays, the ferry waits, and in the quiet left behind, where motion has passed and rest has returned, the night releases its final hold, allowing the day to take over softly, without erasing what came before.